Hello and welcome to the assignment guide for the second zoological animal health and husbandry assignment, zoo animal accommodation. Now, to complete the past task for this assignment, you either need to go on the study tour, which will be in October, or you need to go on the Paignton Zoo trip. So let's have a look. For the first task, you'll be asked to fill out a worksheet on zoo animal accommodation whilst on visits. So if we have a look at that sheet, here it is. This is one for Chester Zoo. So it's really important that you fill this out as you go around, because more than likely you'll forget everything that you see whilst you're there. So, how naturalistic are the enclosures? So, how relevant are they to the animal's natural habitat? Good examples, and make sure you justify it, and bad examples. Okay, there will be some. There are some in every zoo, so please make sure you fill this box out. You then need to look at the enclosures of the animals and look at the barriers that have been used for them. So the enclosure type, what animal it was for, did it seem suitable for that animal? What I don't want to see is, yes, it kept them in, because that's not relevant to the actual animal itself. All barriers are designed to keep animals in. The next bit, enrichment type. So say what the type of enrichment was, what animal it was, and how that links to the natural behaviour of the animal. So for example, it may be ropes for the capuchin monkey, and that links to natural behaviour because it reflects the movement of the branches as they're running through the trees. This bit on your sheet is to help you for the distinction task. So what is your least favourite exhibit at this collection and why? So I'll be able to go through that in just a few seconds. And how would you improve that enclosure? Okay, so let's have a look at the rest of the assignment. So for the merit task, you need to produce 3 posters that reveal your ideas for new enclosure designs for. Now, I'm going to let you choose your own animals, because then you'll have more enthusiasm for it. But what you must do is choose 3 actual enclosures that you see around the zoos that you visit. So they can't be 3 made up exhibits, they have to be 3 actual enclosures that you have seen that you would like to improve. You then design a new enclosure for that animal, and on that new enclosure you're able to label the things like barriers, substrates, furnishings and shelter, and say why they're there and say why they're appropriate for that animal. For the distinction task, again choose 3 enclosures that you observed during your zoo visit and make suggestions for their improvement. So what you can do is use the same enclosures you did for the merit task, but provide more justification on the improvement of it. So for example, if you see a bad enclosure for a leopard, for example, then you redesign it for the merit task, and in the distinction you say what aspects of it you didn't like, and here is the improvement and why you have made that improvement. Say for example, I thought the leopard enclosure was far too small, therefore I've increased the size by X amount, and the reason for that being because in the wild they roam around the mountainside for large amounts throughout the day. Okay, so that should be it. If you have any questions, please ask.